Hey YouTube, Pat for This Land Bound here. I want to bring to you the second skill and the second thing that I've noticed from speaking with family and doing just learning about the Great Depression. Best way to survive an economic collapse after you've taken care of yourself and you're doing your best to remain healthy and useful. What's next? What's the second next best thing you can do? And that next best thing you can do is have a community. Have a group of people around you that you trust, that you get along with, that you share an experience and you share a success together. Go down the hall and meet your neighbors. Go across the street, meet your neighbors. Have close ties to the people near you, because when times are tough, that's when you're going to hold each other up. Not just emotionally, but imagine, for instance, we'll have a talk with him later on down the road. My neighbor over here is teaching himself how to blacksmith. Well, I need some tools or some kind of deal so that I can make some of the herbal medicine that I make. Now we both have an ability to exchange services and knowledge and abilities and hold each other up, because your neighbor and the people of your community may have skills, may have resources, may have talents that you don't, and you'll probably have some they don't. And that is what allows you to create an environment for not just your success, but the people next to you. It doesn't have to be huge, but enough to where you and your community can love each other, can trust each other, and can succeed together. A phenomenal story that I heard was I think it came from On the Media, an NPR deal for sure, or maybe. Anyway, where it came from doesn't matter. It was about how they treat the American Wild West in, believe it or not, I think it was Sweden. Sweden. Yeah. They love the American Wild West over there. They love it. They think it's amazing. They have their own movies and everything else, but when you talk to them about what the American Wild West was like, one of the things that is missing is this archetype of the lone gunman that saves the day by shooting up a bunch of bandits and Indians roaming the countryside. The story they tell of the American West are still people in dusters and cowboy hats, but ones that moved into the American northern Midwest found super difficult winters in harsh environments and banded together to support each other and help each other survive. They traded resources, they traded knowledge, and they held each other up when standing alone guaranteed everyone fell. And that's, to me, the real history of the American West, because those communities, they were communities. They banded together. One of the phenomenal things I love about my wife's grandmother is she grew up in a small town in Montana, and it's almost still like that out there, where one person doesn't have enough money or can't feed the kids. You send them over to the neighbors and they have enough, and you just kind of circle around. Everybody was everybody's family. Everybody was everybody's mother, grandmother, sister, brother, and that's the power of the community, even when you're actually not. And so, are you in a city, in an apartment building? Get close with the people on your floor, the floor above you. Are you in a city? Get close with the people on the block. Host a block party. Are you out in the country? You're probably already a tight-knit community out there anyway. That's kind of one of the realities of most of the country out there. And that's the second survive the Great Depression piece of advice. From now on, we're going to start actually kind of learning a bit more skills and talking about a mindset change. But I think the first two things right off the bat, they're going to be the most helpful in the long run, is have good relationships with your community and take care of yourself. Be as healthy as you can and make those good decisions. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was useful. If you liked that video, check the links down below. We have a Facebook, a Twitter, Instagram even. And we have a Patreon. If you love the work we're doing here, please become a patron of For This Land. And remember, whatever you do for this land, you do for everybody. Godspeed.